Welcome back to another edition of Biro Sports Talk. I'm your host, as always. You know, the man, the myth, the legend, Biro Sports. Or Biro, I should say. I don't know why I said Biro Sports, but whatever. But, as always, over here, in front of the mic, Evo Retro's got your gaming needs. They also have game protectors, trading card sleeves, and protectors, box protectors. You name it, they have something for you. Gaming merch, their own merch, kind of like everything. If you have any questions about anything, something we talk about, something that you want to hear be talked about on here, let us know. And of course, you can follow us on all social media. Why did I struggle? Because for some reason that is what is known. I gotta struggle. But with no further ado, let's dive on in. So, as discussed basically in the title, Baker Mayfield has been traded. It was a long time coming. I'm honestly a little disappointed with where. Now you may be wondering, like, why I'm having an issue with said. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to. Why are those open? Weird. Oh man, there we go. So my settings were open. Let's close those. There we go. All right. And like I said, so Baker Mayfield completely traded to the Carolina Panthers. Personally, I would have loved to see him in Seattle. That was a very common discussion for a lot of people. Will he be successful in Carolina? I don't know. He has the tools to be successful. He has a drive. It's just a matter of the focus. There's times I think he loses that focus. So pretty much, Sam Darnold and him are going to compete to see who is the starting quarterback. Both from the same draft, 2018. Both are kind of so-so quarterbacks. Darnold just fell apart with the Panthers. Mayfield may prove to be better. My issue, however, is again, I just don't know if the Panthers are that team. Pretty much the only return is a conditional 5th round pick in 2024, which will turn into a 4th rounder should Mayfield win the starting job and play in at least 12 games for the Panthers this season. So if he does well, it's only a 4th round pick. Otherwise, it's a 5th round pick, and that's just crazy to think about. Not gonna lie, crazy. So speaking of Seahawks, just because the Seahawks are still basically gonna roll with Geno Smith and Drew Lock. I mean, for the most part, they're probably banking on Bryce Young. Get one of the highly touted quarterbacks in this next class after such a lackluster class. But there's not much really going on in the sports world. We'll probably start next week on how we think the league's going to play out and whatnot, just so that we can get back to it. Looking at what's going on, I mean, Mayfield news has been dominating for the most part in the NBA. Chet Holmgren his news has been dominating the headlines. He had a spectacular debut. His second got a little cold. He didn't hit as many threes. Got bullied on defense because he's thin. But I mean, the obvious. So, looking at the obvious areas of improvement after the first two games, they say boxing out and playing in traffic. I mean, he's used to being the tallest guy. I get it. The strength on the boards is being tall. That's always a weakness. So, the reason it's a weakness for Chet is because he's very athletic, he's very lanky, but he doesn't necessarily have muscle. So someone like I want to say it's Kofi Cockburn, right? And then Kenneth Lofton Jr. That's the one that's been viral the last day. I'm just trying to confirm Kofi, but but anyways, like I said, he's just doesn't have muscle on him yet. He's young. He'll bulk up, obviously. He's in the NBA now, so he'll get trainers that'll add some muscle. I don't know if he'll need to be the boxing out, playing in traffic guy. I know a lot of people think he should. He's still working on timing, though. He's a great shot blocker. That's his thing. He's a good shot blocker. But someone who's just like a Zion, these other bully types, are just going to have their way with him right now. And I think he'll grow to make that weakness not so bad of a weakness. I don't remember if we talked about it last time, but Zion Williamson wants to prove he's a winner. He signed an extension, a 5-year extension. I think it's $193 million over 5 years. Could jump to $231 if he hits the escalator clauses in the deal, which is all NBA team. If he hits all these marks that he needs to hit. I sure hope he plays, though, next season. He's a great talent, dude. I'm going to be high on Zion because, quite frankly, he's proved he can be a guy. He just needs to be healthy, and he gotta lean down a little bit. He needs that muscles, obviously, and I think that's what he's worked on for the most part. But he sounds committed. He sounds like he's ready to go. CJ McCollum is there. Brandon Ingram's there. They got talent. They got guys. Let's see what they can do. I do think we're looking at a guy who can probably get 20 and 10 type. Easy. So we'll see. I was just trying to look around the league for a second. Like I said, next week we'll start going divisions, seeing what predictions we have, seeing how they play out even. But also starting I think it's next weekend, is the basketball tournament. So there's multiple locations. They have regionals now anymore. TBT, I don't see it as a category, but I know that the TBT starts next week. Yeah, starts a week from Saturday. You'll be watching the round of 64. So July 16th, you'll start in Omaha. You got Rucker Park. You got Xavier's on the 18th. New Mexico Regionals on the 18th. Wichita Regionals the 22nd. Syracuse Regionals the 22nd. West Virginia starts on the 24th. Dayton on the 24th. And then Championship Week, which will be the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and championship. Ooh, and they have a 33-point contest. That's intriguing. But that will be July 28th through the 2nd at Dayton. So, buckle up. The basketball tournament is back. Ohio State favorites are not in it this year, so that's one to consider. I'm trying to see some of these teams that are in it. There's about 8 teams each in each regional. They've qualified through qualifying matches. Fort Wayne has a group. Fort Wayne Champs is what they go by. They're 5 seed in the Xavier regional. There's a lot of names that are familiar, though. Don't see... It would be the Dayton one, I'm pretty sure, is what I've seen before. Yep, Dayton. Nope, that's West Virginia. Which has the Herd, Virginia Dream. A lot of those teams. Where are they? Ohio 1804 is in the Dayton. As usual, they play... Ooh, that's a rough matchup. The Golden Eagles of Marquette. Got Mackey of Men, the Mid-American Unity, Athletics. There's a lot of good teams in this Dayton regional. Don't know TMT off the top of my head. But if you love basketball, the basketball tournament is something to take a look at. Of course, Summer League did not open anything up. Summer League. There it goes. Alright. So Summer League. There's still news, there's still trades, but, I mean, a lot of people say Summer League doesn't matter. Some guys will show off in Summer League and then do nothing, and then other guys will do nothing and show off during the league. The question is, though, there's nothing going on right now for any trades of note. Kyrie still kind of wants to go to LA. Kevin Durant just wants traded. Doesn't really get a say, but has a say. Oh, man, sorry. It's just, you're telling me that Durant wants to go to the Heat or Suns, and that's it. It just doesn't make sense. But as we always do, let's hit up baseball right now. See what's going on. I noticed the Guardians are on a 4-game skid, which is tied for the longest? Yes, tied for the longest at the moment. But as always, the Yankees have been top of the American League East this year, just dominating for the most part. 34-9 at home, which is ridiculous. 25-14 away, which is also pretty damn good. They're up 14 games on the Rays and the Red Sox. The Blue Jays fallen back a little bit, 14.5 back. But they're all kind of right there. And then you have your Orioles under 500, 20.5 games back. The Twins still leading the AL Central. Pretty much just played bully ball on the Guardians not too long ago. Let me double check. Oh, there we go. Got it. Because I'm pretty sure Guardians just started a series. Oh, no. That was a while back, and they were beating the Twins. However, the Yankees were beating up on the Guardians. They just got swept by the lowly Tigers. So let's go. Twins are leading the AL Central. Guardians are 4.5 back. 5.5 back are the White Sox. 11 back are the Tigers, who swept the Guardians for a 4-game winning streak. And the Royals are last, 15 games back. Not the lowest team in the league right now. That is in our AL West. So first in the AL West are the Astros, still cruising along. Now we're under 500 for the rest of the teams. So you got 13.5 for the Mariners. You got 16 for the Rangers, 16.5 for the Angels, and of course 27 back are the Athletics. Athletics tied with 28 wins as the lowest win total with the Reds, but they do solidify the highest loss total with 56. And the NL, National League East, you got the Mets in first. They're 2.5 games ahead of the Braves, who have just been on all cylinders getting back into this race. The Phillies are third, 7.5 back. Marlins 11 back, and then 22.5 back are the Nationals. All very interesting there. In the NL Central, you got the Brewers, who are leading the way. You got the Cardinals 3 games back, 12 back are the Pirates, 12 back are the Cubs. And the Reds sitting 18 back, 3 of 7 of their last 10. 2-game losing streak. Happens. They had a solid first month. Not going to lie. They were pretty solid for a month. And then in the NL West, you got the Dodgers leading the way right now. Freddie Freeman going to stay, or is he going to somehow find a way home to the Braves? I doubt they'll send him back, but who knows? You got the Padres in second, 6 games back. You got the Giants 10.5 back. Diamondbacks 15.5 back. And then the Rockies, who's another team that had a early good start and just been struggling ever since, are 17.5 back. But speaking of Freddie Freeman, there was all this talk about Freddie wanting to be back, fired his managers. The agent said it was a false narrative. I believe I did talk about that a week ago. But as a player, you always want to get yours. And I do feel like Freddie wanted to stay in Atlanta nonetheless. So Shohei Ohtani extends streak of starts without earned run to 4 games. The Angels did win in his start. That's good. Has not allowed an earned run over his last 28 2/3 innings pitched. The third longest streak by an Angels starter within a season in the last 50 years. So he's doing very well. He's 8-4 on the year, which, happens. He's pretty good. He has an ERA of .27 in this stretch. On the year, though, what is he on the year? I'm actually curious. MLB stat leaders. He would be American League. Sorry, just yawning. I'm probably going to have to go to the specific team, ain't I? It would be the Angels. There we go. Pitching, because he's doing very well batting as well. So, Shohei Ohtani, he's leading the way right now with 8 wins for his team. Can't complain with that. The ERA is 2.44, which is very good. He has 111 strikeouts. So, not too shabby at all. He's having a very good year. Now, the Angels, they were doing very well, and now they've fallen off the face of the earth. So who knows what they're going to have? There's still plenty of time. It's baseball, folks. You can play to your heart's content in baseball. They will definitely have until, what is it, September? I believe they play till September, right? Yeah, they're still playing in September. So they have plenty of time. I mean, we're going to have the... They play in October too, wow. Focusing. I mean, they have plenty of time, all these teams. You'll see some trades here at the end of July, of course. All-Star Game, I believe is next. Is it next weekend? All-Star Game? We'll confirm. The Saturday game is not the right Saturday. I clicked this Saturday. There it is, and that's wrong. All-Star Game. Duh. Let's click All-Star Game to find it. So in the All-Star Game, which is on the 19th, so it's the following week, would be the 16th is on a Saturday, so be Tuesday. A week from Tuesday. There will be the All-Star Game. Monday, I believe, is the Home Run Derby. Rosters will be revealed this Friday for starters. Full roster Sunday at 5:30. All-Star Futures game will be on Saturday, a week from Saturday. Home Run Derby is on Monday the 18th, and the All-Star Game will be July 19th. So all are set up. In other sports news, because, you know, we talk broadly on this channel about any sports, Brittany Griner pleaded guilty to charges of, I'm trying to see, I believe it's just banned substance type thing. You'd think it would be easier, but Brittany Griner, there we go, decided to take full responsibility with her actions, pled guilty of drug charges, saying that a lack of awareness and not fully understanding. It's not that. It's I'm trying to double check what it is. So she does plead guilty, takes full responsibility to be a role model. The verdict should be later on. All that fun jazz. Pretty much decided to take full responsibility for her actions. She said there was a lack of judgment. I'm pretty sure that's the wording I was looking for. A lack of judgment for why they were taken into Russia. And this is all vaping cartridges. I mean, that's interesting, but, you know, it's the truth of the matter. It's not illegal here. Oh, excuse me again. It is what it is in Russia, and she took responsibility. So. Oh, so. As fun as all this is, I think we've hit a point where we are looking everywhere, man. So thank you to all who are here right now. I do appreciate it. As always, though, we are on all sorts of social media. So you got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got YouTube, you got Twitch. Uh, we're on all these platforms, guys. And as always, you can always email any questions, anything. We'll probably bring the questions on air, basically, for talking points, depending on the questions. And of course, I am your host, Biro. So, with that, we are roughly coming up on this half-hour mark. I know last couple weeks have been a little long, so we'll probably end this a little short of that 30-minute mark. Just kind of how it works out and how it plays out for us. It's all good. All I know is I will see you guys sometime. Will there be time to stream this weekend? I don't know. Will I start picking up Tuesdays again? Again, couldn't tell you. I do know every Thursday, Biro Sports Talk will be here, and we will bring you the sports news in the world. I was going to say, it's the one part of this multiple different entertainment channel that I like to keep doing consistently. So, currently right now, if you're a big hockey guy, the NHL draft will be live. I don't think I see a pick yet, but it will be starting, I believe, probably 8 o'clock, kind of like everything else. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. So, enjoy that. If you haven't already, definitely, there's a link in the bio, or in the information, Evo Retro, all your gaming needs. So, like I said, game protectors. I love the Switch Pro controller they sent over. It's very nice. Handles very well. Got a steering wheel. Got some merch as well. Got a nice hoodie I love to wear. Got some hats. But of course, I got to wear my Panini hat. Love my sports cards. And I got to wear Biro Sports Talk as always. So, thank you for stopping by. Don't know who you guys were this time, but I appreciate any views. I appreciate anyone just taking time out of their day to listen to this afterwards even. And I will see you guys sometime soon. If not, I'll see you Thursday for sure. So, till next time, this is Biro.